All right, here with Coach Hurley, men's and women's head soccer coach. First weekend of play, a couple exhibitions coming in, women taking on Texas Lutheran and St. Mary's, and the men taking on a tough Incarnate Word team. What did you see this weekend, Coach?
We learned a little bit about both squads, about our depth, learned a little bit about different personnel. We can work personnel around it. I think it will better help us in the long run during the season. The nice things about scrimmages, it's an opportunity for us to experiment a little bit, test some of our players and see where they would be exploited and where they would excel. And I think we learned a lot of that this weekend, in both cases, between the men and the women.
Women getting the clean sheet against Texas Lutheran. A lot of players had a lot of time to play. What did you see from them?
It was fantastic. It was an excellent opportunity for us to work with all of our players in a game situation. In some cases, we weren't as dynamic as we wanted to be, but that was an opportunity for us to discuss those situations with our players. And I thought that, especially on the offensive side of things, made some very good adjustments that helped us create 3 goals against St. Mary's on Saturday. So that's a very positive highlight for the women, and we need to be a little more defensively sound, communicate a little more effectively in the back, so that we don't put ourselves in some bad situations, because we're definitely not giving away very many opportunities. It's just that when we are, we've given away some very good opportunities, basically due to our own errors, not really due to the play of our opponents. And if the women can sort those things out, and I'm very, very confident that they will, because like I've said in the past, that's normal. You only have a week to get ready, and in the first week and trying to play games, that's pretty normal for the last 2 years. Some of the struggles that they've had, just getting together and getting that chemistry flowing and working on their spacing and their shape. And I think in the next 2 or 3 weeks, they're going to take some huge steps forward.
Stefania Vasquez and Ashley Thompson scored some big goals over the weekend. What do you think? How did you see their play?
Stefania was up front. She's good about getting players involved in the play, but we just weren't getting the dynamic play and dynamic runs that we needed out of our midfielders, so we switched some things around and brought her back into the midfield, and we got the same presence of and good decision making in the midfield as she was giving us up front, but we got more dynamic runs from her and a little more creativity from the attacking midfield. So I thought that was a positive.
Men played number 10 NCAA Division II Incarnate Word this weekend. Tough loss there. Stayed close in the first half. What did you take away from that one?
We came into the game knowing that we weren't as fit as we've been in past years, and we knew that's going to be a huge challenge for us to overcome, because no matter how good we can play in a half of soccer, we've got to be mentally determined, a lot smarter and more intelligent about what we do with the ball in the second half, because if we definitely try to run with people for 2 halves of play, we're going to cause ourselves our own problems. And I think that's a little bit of what we saw, errors due to fatigue, and unfortunately that is a position that the boys put themselves in by not properly preparing themselves physically and mentally over the course of the summer. Nevertheless, it's not the end of the season. We're only in the first week. So it's what they do from now going forward that's going to determine when we get to game 1 in conference, which is really 4 weeks from now, how things are going to start going from that point on.
It was a fun weekend, alumni players coming back. What was it like seeing those players again?
It was great. It was great. I think we had about 20 come to dinner. Unfortunately, it's hard with people once they're graduating, they're getting jobs and they're going all over the place, but 20 of them were able to work it out in their schedules and come in and visit that evening. And then we even had a few more that actually showed up on Sunday for the game, even girls who couldn't play in the game because we haven't had our first women's alumni game. It was special to see that they were coming back, not only to support the alumni, but also to support the current players and represent the program, is showing an active interest in what's going on with Our Lady of the Lake University and Our Lady of the Lake University Athletics.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot, and good luck this week.
Okay, thank you.